Joining us now, Florida Congressman Carlos Curbelo. He is introducing a bill to ban bump stocks. Congressman is a Republican, and this has bipartisan support. That's the main point, isn't it, Congressman? You've got bipartisan support for the first time in a long time for a gun control measure, right?
Good morning from the Capitol, Stuart. Definitely, that's the big news, that after so many years of trying to reach a bipartisan compromise on gun legislation, it looks like we may have a breakthrough here. Most members on both sides of the aisle understand that these bump stocks are flagrant circumventions of current law. Automatic weapons are banned in our country, and this device converts semi-automatic weapons into automatic weapons that can fire up to 800 rounds per minute. Most people around here understand that that shouldn't be.
The trouble is, Congressman, you can make these things yourself. I mean, you can 3D print these things. And I don't know how you ban that.
Well, you have to have tough penalties so that you have a strong deterrent for people to acquire or make these kinds of devices. So we're now trying to structure that legislation. We want to make sure we keep buy-in from both sides, because that's the only way we're going to get something done. So we want to be as ambitious as possible, but we don't want to go too far, because then we lose our coalition.
But also, you've got to be very precise in the wording of the law. Because once you come out with a law, you can't have these bump stocks. Somebody will just make a minor change, and bingo, that is legal. I mean, you see what I mean? The wording of the legislation is extremely important and very difficult.
That's right, and that's why some of the focus should be on the ability or the practice of converting weapons that are semi-automatic into automatic weapons. That's what we want to prevent. For someone to be able to fire 400, 500, 800 rounds per minute. Most Americans, and I would say most members of Congress, understand that the laws as they exist today are designed to prevent that, yet we have this loophole that's being exploited, and we need to rapidly close it.
Is this basically, we've got to do something, and this is something we can do? That's it, isn't it?
Well, when it comes to gun policy, that's what it's come down to. We've seen that for years, compromise, bipartisan cooperation has been elusive. If we can take this first step, perhaps we can also look at other policies that both strengthen the Second Amendment, because I do believe in the Second Amendment, and we should protect the Second Amendment, uphold the Second Amendment, but like all of our rights, there are limitations, and we need to be smart about how we regulate guns in our country.
Congressman Carlos Curbelo, Republican from Florida, thank you for joining us this morning, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yes, sir. Now, I want to